Oh, you were from Weatherford?
Yes. And after my divorce, I left. And so I started from Weatherford because it was convenient, because that's where I bought the mules from.
Mm-hmm.
And I will stop there to complete a round trip.
Mm-hmm.
And, but no, that's not my home any longer.
Well, what are you going to do when this round trip's over with? What's the next journey for you?
The next journey is to open up a facility for autistic children.
Really?
And that probably won't start happening until early spring, because I have 2 books to get published into hard copy, which I will publish myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so that'll probably take me until spring. And then we're going to embark on that.
How did you get the idea to work with autistic children?
Well, it came about through a testimony at one of our Bible studies.
Mm-hmm.
One of our sisters in our brotherhood has an autistic young adult. And my heart went out to him, and I have mules and animals that could be used in the program.
Mm-hmm.
I basically laid it on my heart, and thereafter I kept running into people that had autistic children.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I've heard about hippotherapy using horses and stuff like that with autistic children that helps. You can do the same thing with mules, I guess?
Well, I'm going to see why we can't. I'm not sure how well they're going to be able to ride them, but just the fact that they can handle them, be around them, I think is going to be a big plus. And we're looking at more than just equine. I'm going to incorporate the dogs. We're going to try and have goats, and chickens, and see if we can't be somewhat self-sufficient. I left June the 2nd of 2008. And so I'm in, what, 17 months now? Something like that?
How many miles?
Estimated 2,500.
Wow. That was, did the weather give you a bad problem when you were on the trip?
I fought rain all the way back.
Mm-hmm.
All the way back. However, God was very gracious to provide shelter for me when we had bad storms. Oftentimes I would come into a community after a bad storm had hit.
Mm-hmm.
There was one community, I think it was Centerville, Iowa. The week before, they had a storm come through, took out 20 some odd windows out of the courthouse.
Wow.
And I was sick for about 5 days before that, so God kind of delayed me in my travels to get there. So God is faithful to provide for my needs and my protection.
It sounds like, yeah, you did a real good job.
Oh, he always does.
And after 2,500 miles, are you worse for the wear?
Well, I've aged more than a year and a half. My body's taking its toll, but my travels are a piece of cake compared to what our forefathers did.
Why do you say that?
I've got highways to run on. They didn't have that. I've got people alongside the road that I can stop for water. They didn't have that. I have bridges to cross. They didn't have that. Okay? I don't have to fight off Indians and bad guys and wolves and bears and everything else that was trying to attack them and their animals. You know, as difficult as this is by our standard mode of travel today, my traveling is actually a piece of cake compared to what our forefathers had. I've learned from this trip that we can go a long ways with what is very little in the world's eyes.